being here tonight and all of you, and certainly the work that you do every day for all of us in athletics. Welcome to New Orleans. I am born and raised a New Orleanian, and so it's great to have you in our hometown, in my hometown, and welcome to the 36th Annual NASO Sports Officiating Summit. Say yes to officiating. I've had the privilege of growing up in intercollegiate athletics. First as a track student athlete at the University of Mississippi, then as an athletic administrator at the University of New Orleans, and now in my current role at the Sun Belt Conference. Early on in my career, people would always ask me, what do you love about your job? What do you love about athletics? And if I was asked that question today, my answer would be the same that it was 20 years ago. I love working with people who are passionate about what they do. Student athletes, coaches, administrators, coordinators, and officials. People that are driven by the work, driven by the possibilities, understand the responsibilities of their work because they understand their purpose. One of my favorite quotes is from Teddy Roosevelt. Far and away, the best prize that life has to offer is the chance to work hard at work worth the doing. We are so fortunate to be part of athletics, to be witnesses every day among the many facets of athletics, work that is worth doing. Passionate people are also serious people when the need arises, because they understand the responsibility of their role, they understand the importance of their actions, they understand that it's not just a game. We all understand that. That's why we're here today. That's why you're here at this summit for some of you every year. Because it's not just work worth doing, but it is work worth doing better every year. To be better on the field, on the court, to be better off the field, off the court, and to be cognizant that the two are really linked together. As a conference administrator, the responsibilities that we have to the institutions we serve, our coaches, our student athletes, is to surround ourselves with people who are passionate about what they do. Driven by the desire to be the best, understand their purpose and their responsibilities that come with it. And you are those individuals. We want you to know how much we value what you do for athletics and how much we value what you do for our profession. Your theme this year, Say Yes to Officiating, reminds all of us the responsibility we have to our profession. As I continue in my career, and now that I have some years behind me, my mindset has really changed. I recognize my own role in doing things and leaving things better than I found it. And I'm constantly questioning my actions to ensure that I'm doing things that will allow others the same opportunities I had. To be a collegiate student athlete, to compete in the sport that I loved while getting a great education. I want to make sure that this is available for generations to come. And the success of our officiating programs is a huge piece of ensuring that those opportunities will continue to exist. How we recruit, retain, and support our officials are critical pieces to creating an officiating legacy, and together we must identify solutions to this challenge. The notion of building a legacy that lives on after I have left the profession, for me that would be the greatest professional accomplishment. Legacies can take many forms. Some have an impact on an individual, some a group, others an organization, and others an entire profession. It is an amazing accomplishment when you have an individual that has left an impact on all of those facets. Years ago, I read a book by Mitch Albom titled The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. And it follows the life and death of an elderly maintenance man named Eddie, who is killed and sent to heaven. And in heaven, he journeys through 5 levels. At each stage, he meets a person that he had a significant impact on their life, or who had a significant impact on his life. And of course, at each level, he learns a lesson. One of the lessons he learns on his journey is that there are no random events in life, and that all individuals and experiences are connected in some way. Which brings me to the presentation of the Great Call Award. Tonight, we recognize an individual who has been officiating for 30 years. He has been part of the Sun Belt Conference as a football official for 10 of those. He was the referee for the 2014 and 2016 Military Bowls and the 2015 and 2017 Boca Raton Bowls. He also served as the president of the Sun Belt Football Officials Association in 2016 and 2017. Yet for all the things he did right on the field and all the correct calls that he made over the years, all the accolades he has received, his greatest call may have been the one he made off the field. Last fall, when Commissioner Benson received a handwritten letter from a fan, and it began, "Dear Commissioner, I attended a football game X last Saturday." He was preparing himself for another negative letter from a fan. As he continued reading, he realized that it was the best letter he had ever received in his 40-plus years in college athletics, and will be one of his fondest and most touching moments. Those are his words, not mine. Prior to the start of the Wake Forest and App State game, Kevin went out of his way to present the official game coin to James Wilson, a 2-year-old Appalachian State fan attending his first ever football game. Kevin had no idea the impact his simple act of kindness, as the grandfather wrote, had on the entire family. No idea the legacy his generosity will leave on 2-year-old James, the Wilson family, the Sun Belt Conference, and the entire officiating profession. But you see, there's no random events in life, and all individuals and experiences are connected in some way. Kevin is an example of a passionate person. He was driven to be the best. He desired to embrace the possibilities. He knew his purpose, and there's no doubt he will continue to utilize the chance he has been given to work hard at work worth doing. And so I am privileged and honored tonight to present the Great Call Award to Mr. Kevin Stine.
Thank you very much. You never know that, let's say, how you can touch someone's life. This kind of started a mentor of mine in officiating. It turned me on to, when I started officiating, of using flipping coins. And we used, in Florida, there's a company that makes all the commemorative coins for the NASA missions, space shuttle missions, a lot of the rocket launches. And my mentor had turned me on to that he had these special coins made. And basically all it is, like I said, a little commemorative coin, and we got them permission to use the Sun Belt logo. And on the back, it simply said Tails. Thank goodness the Sun Belt Conference also gives us special commemorative coins that also has our logo on it, Together We Rise. We use those to flip at all conference games, and we give that coin to the winning captain. But I always carried 2 or 3 of those coins that we have made. At the beginning of the year, I probably get 30 or 40 of them made. And like I say, I love when, as a referee, 60 minutes before, we want to walk the field, make sure everything is safe. And I'll search out kids. And especially my favorite is special needs kids. You never know how much you can really light up a kid's life, is to see that on his face when you hand him and tell him what it is, the flipping coin. And I was very fortunate that day to see this little kid, cute little blonde kid, standing on the sideline at the App State Wake Forest game. And little did I know, like I said, that his father, as well as his grandfather, and a quick story about them, I can't remember how it goes, but the father and the grandfather both, one had attended undergraduate at App State and graduate at Wake Forest, and then vice versa with the other. So it was their first ball game with their grandson and son. Wake Forest and App State hadn't played in quite some time, and it renewed the rivalry. And they were there standing on the sideline. So it was kind of special to get a phone call 2 or 3 weeks later. I'm in a sales meeting, and my phone rings, and I look, and it's Commissioner Benson. And as a referee, you don't ever really want to get that phone call. You're thinking, oh gosh, what have I done or what has my crew done? And you're sitting there running through your mind of what happened. And I get a break. I listen to the voicemail, and Carl says, Kevin, it's Carl Benson. There's nothing to worry about. Give me a call when you get a chance or something. I want to talk to you. And he proceeded, when I did get the chance to call him, to tell me about the letter. And I still have that handwritten letter. It'll be so special to me. And it'll be in a plaque along with this award. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Kevin. And Kathy, you did a nice job as a pinch hitter. Thank you for saying yes.